Could we talk about having sex in 7 minutes in 7 minutes?
Let's do it.
It only takes 7 minutes.
It only takes 7 minutes. Why would we talk about sex only taking 7 minutes?
It's a busy world.
Again, for those of us who may have been here for the very first time. Yes. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo. I am Lynnea, Molina, licensed clinical social worker and private practice owner in the lovely state of California. And this is...
Hello, I'm Lauren Turner, licensed clinical social worker, also in the state of California. And we are excited. We are the Hey Boo podcast, the official Hey Boo podcast. And we are so excited to join you today. And we're here to give you 7 minutes of why you can really only take 7 minutes.
Set the timer and see what it actually feels like to have 7 minutes.
Well, we're already 1 minute in, so only give us 6 from here.
That's
okay, because listen, because we got things to do today. Okay. The funny thing about it only takes 7 minutes is that actually is
scientific.
A little bit.
No.
Have you heard this?
No.
No. So there's a scientific thought that you can effectively have sex in approximately 7 minutes. Okay, we're already 1 minute in and we have 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. So what would that be as a sex therapist, niche training?
Well,
would that be like foreplay or what?
One thing that we've learned, right, is that if this is a heterosexual sexual relationship,
those people.
Those people. That often what the cis man and the cis woman need to be ready to hit that 7 minutes running is a little bit different. So it can be helpful to pre-plan or flirt or suggest or say some sexy things leading up to the 7 minutes, because the woman actually does take a little bit longer to get in the mood, to be ready for her, to get aroused. Maybe not to get aroused, but like to almost the activations to start happening.
Especially women of a certain age.
Yeah. Well, and also there is a piece around like where you are in your relationship too.
Yes, facts.
Because if you're like, you could be 50, but you're like dating this hot dude and you're excited about it, like it might, hit different. But if you're in a longer term relationship, and maybe not even that long term, like you're after the year mark, right? Like then you want to be mindful that women do require a longer runway, so to speak.
I like that, the runway.
To be in the mood.
A runway to get in the mood.
Yeah.
And
to have that desire.
I love what you said about the flirting beforehand, right? The 7 minutes that we're talking about is just the physical act.
Yeah, it's just the... if that's what's happening.
There's so many different ways to... We'll just let you use your own imaginations to think about how it's going to happen. But I think that there's something that you said that is about like the flirting and like the pre-experience of that. And it's so interesting because in longer term relationships, what we see is that like people sometimes need more of the acts of service to kind of get that going. They might need you to send them a little bit of a racy photo.
Well, it's based in attachment science too. It's like as mates, we need to know that someone is like attracted to us, wants us, thinks we're, and maybe it's for different people. It's like, I want you to like value me intellectually. I want you to think I'm sexy. I want you to think I'm funny, whatever it may be, but be seen, right?
Maybe they want it all.
That's what flirting does. You feel seen when you're flirted with. Like even though catcalling is not cool, never has been, never will be, there is a tiny little droplet, and don't lie if you are denying this, that you're like, oh, I still got it. Like, maybe it's my age, but...
No, and I think that even catcalling your partner is important sometimes. You want them to also know that they've still got it and that you are still attracted to them about the things that you fell in love with in the first place, or that you found to be enticing enough for you to build that relationship, right? So there's a little bit of flirting pre-game, maybe a little bit of booty pinching, a little bit of kind of like,
physical touch is what
a little bit of physical touch, right?
Your cup of tea.
And the physical touch, and maybe it's like in the 5 love languages. Are you Gottman therapist? I'm not a Gottman therapist, but like in the 5 love languages, whether it's, the physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time. What's the fifth one?
Acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, gifts.
Gifts. Oh, yes, gifts. Give me gifts all day, and by the time it's
that's yours.
It can be on the list. I'm never going to say no to a gift.
Okay.
Are you going to say no if he brings home?
Gifts are not my thing.
If you,
they don't move me. They don't move
ever.
Me. Nah.
No.
If I know you spent quality time on the gift, then it does more for me.
I would love for you to know that the quality time on the gift means everything to me.
Mm-hmm.
Almost more than the gift itself. I want to know that you put in the effort, that you thought about it, and that is both quality time and a gift. Mm-hmm. And don't let it be some massage oil that you put into that time, okay? Because now we have physical touch being added in there as well, which now we're thinking about more than
one minute and 20 seconds to finish.
More than one way to hurry up and get it done, okay? And when you think about that, I think that it really does pour into your partner and then also pours back into you. Get it?
But I think, wow, okay.
Don't let me get out the house.
I will say, like, because for some people, like, I think the way sex is marketed is 7 minutes is a quickie, but the reality is I don't think a lot of people are having, like, I think it's actually not that much of a quickie. I think it is more of, like, an industry standard, because the whole, like, making love for hours on end, like, maybe it happens, but, like, I think there's you're sold this story of this, like, big, grandiose, like, sexy sex scene a lot of times, but that is actually problematic, because people think that, like, their sex life is less than. So, like, 7 minutes is, we're talking about it right now in this framework of, like, it being, like, a rush, which I feel rushed even as I'm talking. But, like, if you do the flirting and then you cuddle or have quality time after, it's perfectly enough time. It's not a rushed amount of time.
And it's more than 7 minutes, but, like, it's the idea of that you can make time for it if you think it's important. And we're all out of our 7 minutes.
That was our 7 minutes. So I think maybe we can do a part 2 where we talk about
ways to be able to build up to that intimacy, tips and tricks.
Yeah, and what to do, like, if you, like, how can I even find the 7 minutes? I don't have, which is connected to maybe our, this topic of, like, I'm working a lot or life is busy.
Mm-hmm. We just talked about burnout in one of the other episodes, right?
Yeah. So this is part 1.
Part 1, I love it. Yeah. And so, this is so important, and we're happy that you're able to join us. We're only a little over 7 minutes. So if you want to reach out to either of us for either couples therapy or individual therapy to figure out, and mind you, these things are not necessarily going to work for people who've had a serious history of sexual trauma or other, things like that.
Or relational trauma within their relationship.
Facts, right? We're talking about healthy-ish relationships and ways to be able to do that, and not to stigmatize anybody, but also to, like, if this is out of your norm, that's not unusual, and we'll talk to you about that too.
I just want to say one thing about, I've been trying to change my language from healthy relationship to, like, a description of what is healthy for that person or me. And so I think in this context, like, a relationship with high and intact levels of trust and high and intact levels of transparency and honesty, if you have those, and if you are Gottman, it's like the admiration and fondness and the base layer, which is below that. I can't remember that name, but if you have that solid foundation in your relationship, then that's, like, a green flag for you to be able to, like, start to this idea of finding 7 minutes to, like, get it on in your week.
But I love how you're even reframing the concept of what a healthy relationship looks like. And maybe we can have a whole discussion actually on the healthy relationship and redefining the term of a healthy relationship. Because I think that could be really important for a lot of our people who are going to be listening that are maybe in those long-term relationships, to be able to have a clear definition of what it is that they're both looking for and actively doing to be able to make those kinds of things happen, so that 7 minutes doesn't feel so arduous or inappropriate for your life, that you want to make that time. And so I think that's super valuable. Thank you for that reframe, friend. I really appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, this is awesome. This was a great 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And hopefully, with that time, you just feel kind of satisfied. It's not to be overwhelming. And it's just also like a brief connection, right?
Yeah.
Not like that long-term vacation sex. We'll talk about that another day, okay? So we're going to pause here and let you know how to get in touch with us. So thank you for tuning in to this episode of Hey Boo with Lauren and Lynnea. We are so grateful that you joined us today. If you're interested in receiving any therapy with either of us, I'm going to let Lynnea tell you how to get in touch with her.
Yes. If you're interested in working with Mindfully Well Therapy, we work with anyone virtually in California or in person in Oakland. And we serve couples, individuals, and teens, and speak the languages of Arabic, Spanish, and Assyrian. If you wanted to book your free 15-minute consultation, all you have to do is go to www.mindfullywelltherapy.com and book your consult there, or check us out on Instagram at Mindfully Well Therapy.
And I'm Lauren Turner, licensed clinical social worker and CEO of the Turner Practice. If you would like to book a session with any of our therapists at the Turner Practice, you can. We are receiving clients in California, Arizona, Nevada, and Wisconsin. I love that she thinks it's hilarious. Please feel free to find us on www.theturnerpractice.com, or you can follow us at The Turner Practice on TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, Instagram.
Yep.
And we would love to be able to find a way for you to be able to work with us or any of our members of our team.
Don't you have a specialty?
Oh yeah, I do have a specialty. I specialize in working with athletes and their families in high performance, and we also do some forensic work here too in social justice. And we just love our clients here at the Turner's Practice. We also do couples therapy for those of you who may be in athlete couples, and we can't wait to continue for you all to join us this season, and hope you can follow us and meet with us soon.